Okay, we're ready. And he's gonna be jealous.
Sup? How y'all doing? My name is Gary. I'm also known as Belt Loop 29.
And
Belt Loop 29 Cute Critters.
and
Belt Loop 29 Homestead.
and
Belt Loop 29 and Food.
and
YouTube Police, baby.
there we go. We got them all in.
That's right, we got them all in.
We got to check it all out. I haven't gotten to the other channels yet, but I will someday get there.
Don't worry about it. The fact is, so much channels are junk.
The funniest thing is, the first time I saw YouTube Police, I was like, "Oh, this man's really nice," and I was talking to you back and forth, had no clue it was you. And I found that out, I don't know if it was like a week or two later, and I'm like, "That was Gary? Oh my God." I was like, "This guy's really nice. I really like him." Not that I don't like Gary, but I was like, "Wow, I didn't even know it was you."
Well,
We were talking back and forth on chat, and I'm like, "Oh, he's a new guy. Somebody new I met." And it was Gary. So
I was making an effort initially to try and I was trying to make an effort to keep that individual or that personality or that channel separate from my other channels. Trouble is, I talk too much, and I'm rather inept as a YouTuber. So
I wouldn't say that at all.
well, I made several mistakes when I'd come up on somebody's live as, YouTube Police. I'd accidentally forget to change it from Belt Loop 29 over to YouTube Police, or once or twice I think probably I didn't have my icon on there when I was live streaming, or just one thing and then another. That channel, actually, the YouTube Police, started off as an attempt to try and talk with other police officers. I am a police officer in real life. I don't have any authority whatsoever on YouTube. The only thing, YouTube Police is just another content creating channel. It's a lot like Belt Loop 29, but it's a little different because I try to make sure that I don't load the same thing exactly the same on both channels.
How do you find time to do them all?
Well, I'm scatterbrained at the best of times. And so, my interest from moment to moment and day to day jumps from one thing into another. One of the things that I am fairly consistent on, I always love animals, and so my Cute Critters channel, I'm always finding some time at some point to shoot something about either my dogs or, down at the zoo or whatever. As far as, and I eat every day, so as might be self-evident. And so, the food channel, at first it was cooking, but I don't cook that many different things. And once you've gone through everything you cook, well, not much point in trying to add stuff when you've already done videos on them. So I just started adding things I eat because I go to different restaurants. I don't cook every day. And when it comes to the gardening channel, well, I only garden part of the year, so I changed it to homesteading. Actually, initially it was perennial food forest, but how many videos can you make about the same trees? And so I did like to garden. But then I only garden during the summer. So I figure homesteading, well, that encompasses a lot of different things, and so I just kind of used a broader name. I just changed it recently to Belt Loop 29 Homesteading, or Homestead. Let's see, as far as Belt Loop 29, that was my original channel, and that's the one I feel free to put pretty much anything and everything on that. I don't really have a niche.
And when did you come up with that name, Belt Loop 29?
Well, the 29 is because Kevin Harvick used to drive the Richard Childress race in 29. And it became Belt Loop 29 because I couldn't remember my password for Belt Loop 601, which was my area code. Belt Loop itself, I got back in 1980, 81. A friend of my brother's gave me the nickname Belt Loop because I was always hanging around and like a belt loop. And I always had a tendency to be wherever stuff was happening.
Oh, cool.
So if something was happening, I was hanging around. I was in the neighborhood.
Neat. And how long have you been doing your YouTube channels?
My first videos were in 2020 after the Kofifi hit. It was an effort on Belt Loop 29 to take the place of a gardening journal. Trouble is, my videos sucked, and I didn't really do a very good job of making note of what was going on, what you're actually supposed to do in a gardening channel. But from that, I kind of started saying, well, hey, I'd like, I'm making these videos, I like somebody to watch them. And so I started going, handing out these little cards said Popo Extraordinaire, all these other extraordinary claims, puffing up myself a little bit, trying to get people to at least click on the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything.
Nope.
Anyhow, and I added some other things to it, some trees and some gardening, and even tried to get my wife on video, and she don't like that too much. So,
So it's been 4 years now that you've been doing, basically.
Yeah,
20,
I guess
24?
it will be 4 years. I assume 20 to 21, 21 to 22, 22 to 23, 20. Yeah, 4 years. Come May, June, something like
Nice.
that.
Nice. So what's the most fun thing you've done so far in YouTubing?
Coming down here to the Operation Rendezvous.
Awesome.
Coming down here visiting my buddy Eddie, his wife Jamie. That's Devil Dog's keeper. And the last trip we came down was also really awesome. And we went down to the Houston Zoo and shot a lot of shorts for my YouTube Cute Critters channel.
Awesome.
I bet I shot probably 200 videos that day.
Wow.
Well,
That is amazing.
I probably have around 600 videos waiting to become public just on that channel.
That's amazing. That's great having great content like that sitting there waiting for you when you get around to it.
I don't know if it's great content or not, but it is.
Animals,
Great.
cute animals. You can't go wrong with cute animals.
I agree.
Cannot
I love
go wrong.
watching critters and,
Me too.
So,
And talking about little critters, who's this little friend you got over here?
this is Nikki. Come here,
Let's
baby
get the
girl.
star of the show in the picture.
Yes, she is. The fact is, she is what you call YouTube famous.
She is.
She's my baby girl.
She is the cutest little girl. And
Yes,
every
she
time I'm
is.
ever on one of Gary's lives, I'm always asking for a view of Nikki because I fell in love with her last year. She
Oh,
happens to
sure.
be one of Devil Dog's and Jamie, Devil Dog's keepers, puppies from their litters. And she is just the sweetest. She really is. Cute baby.
She is, and we're picking up 2 of her sisters. this
Two
year.
more. Yep, they get 2 more babies. So, and
Her
that's going to be
next
so
letter.
fun. Yep, she'll have that. They got Rosemary and Alexa coming.
That's right.
So they get to take them
AJ.
home tomorrow, right?
Alexa
Oh, Monday.
Juanita.
Alexa Juanita.
Yeah.
And what is it's Rosemary what?
Just Rosemary.
Rosemary
Just
Google or Rosemary Siri or I don't know. We'll figure something.
I haven't decided the middle name on that one. But Nikki's gonna be a lucky girl to get herself 2 new sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, she heard the
Yeah.
girls. And everybody knows Nikki.
Oh yeah, people know Nikki that don't know Tammy. They
I know.
assume Tammy is who she is because of Nikki. I think.
Yep.
Right?
Well, Nikki ain't camera shy, and Tammy is.
That's right.
So,
Nikki's just too cute.
when they see Tammy walking Nikki, they know Nikki, and then they say, "You must be Tammy."
Right?
Anyhow, we just have fun,
And that's what it's all about, is having fun. And what's one of your other favorite things about, besides coming here to Texas?
really the people.
Meeting people?
Yeah,
That is a lot of fun, isn't it?
it is. The fact is, a lot of folks, seem to set great store by, try to get monetized and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I do have one of my channels monetized, and if I get the opportunity, I probably will monetize the others. But I've given away every penny that any of my channel has made. I'm not in it for the fun. I'm here to have fun, and or I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to have fun and go around and meet folks.
Well, Gary, thank you so much for your interview, and it was a pleasure meeting you.
It's a pleasure to get to meet you in person, you and Merton.